Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. So the latest from the court case, which is Harry and a number of celebrities taking the tabloids to court over illegal ways of getting their information. It is now the fourth day of Prince Harry's hearing against the Mirror Group newspapers, MGN, in the High Court in London. And yesterday we saw Omid Scobie give evidence and bring up some information regarding one of the cheerleaders of the smear campaign against Harry and Meghan, PIERS Meghan. It reads here, Omid Scobie has claimed that he was asked to hack phones while on work experience and overheard PIERS Meghan being told that a story about Kylie Minogue had come from voicemail messages. Mr. Scobie, who co-authored a best-selling biography of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in 2020, made the allegations while giving evidence in case brought against Mirror Group newspapers MGN by the Prince and others. At the High Court on Monday, the 41-year-old insisted he was asked to carry out phone hacking on celebrities while doing work experience at the Sunday People. Andrew Green, KC for MGN, and the allegation was an implausible proposition and accused Mr. Scobie of creating false memories. In spring 2002, Mr. Scobie did work experience at the Daily Mirror and allegedly overheard then editor Mr. Meghan being told that information relating to Kylie Minogue and her boyfriend had come from voicemails. In a written submission, he said, Mr. Meghan was asking how confident they were in the reporting and was told that the information had come from voicemails. I recall being surprised to hear this at the time, which is why it stuck in my mind. MGN, publisher of the Mirror, Sunday Mirror and Sunday People, is accused of unlawful information gathering, including voicemail interception, securing information through deception, and hiring private investigators for unlawful activities. The publisher is contesting the cases and has said there is no evidence or no sufficient evidence of voicemail interception in any of these four claims. Scobie also stated he was not a mouthpiece for Meghan and Harry. Mr. Scobie rejected the suggestion that he had a close personal relationship with the Duke or that he was a cheerleader or mouthpiece for the couple. I don't have the Duke's phone number. I have never socialised with him, he added. Mr. Green asked why in Mr. Scobie's witness statement there was no reference to the Sussexes, expressly authorising their communications team to cooperate with the journalist on his book. Mr. Scobie replied that although he spoke to the couple's communication team, who no doubt would have had to have checked things with Harry and Meghan, they had not contributed directly. The court heard that as journalism student Mr. Scobie spent a week at the Sunday People, where he claims he was given a list of mobile numbers, followed by a detailed verbal description of how to listen to voicemails, as if it were a routine news-gathering technique. Under cross-examination, Mr. Green accused the journalist of either innocently creating a false memory in his desire to be helpful or knowingly creating it. He added that it was an implausible proposition that a student on work experience would have been asked to hack people's phones. Mr. Scobie said he took offence to the suggestion he had simply made the whole thing up and insisted he was given detailed instructions on how to phone hack by a female journalist who he refused to name while on the showbiz desk. He claimed he was told how to use a landline phone to listen into voicemails and was given a very short, typed list of numbers belonging to celebrities. He said wasn't presented as legal or illegal, but that it felt wrong. Mr. Justice Fancourt was also told that in spring 2002, Mr. Scobie undertook another week's work experience at the Daily Mirror and allegedly overheard PIERS Meghan, the paper's editor at the time, being told that the information relating to Kylie Minogue and her then boyfriend had come from voicemails. Mr. Meghan was asking how confident they were in the reporting and was told that the information had come from voicemails, Mr. Scobie said. I recall being surprised to hear this at the time, which is why it stuck in my mind. He described Mr. Meghan as extremely hands-on and captivated by the women working on the paper's 3 a.m. column. He generally seemed really interested in the showbiz coverage in general, Mr. Scobie added. Mr. Green asked him why Mr. Morgan had been discussing such a sensitive subject in front of an intern, and if it was true, why he had not come forward with the allegations for more than 20 years. Mr. Scobie said he was now at a different place in his career, and that was often invisible interns who overheard private conversations. Mr. Morgan said last week that he had no knowledge of phone hacking while editor, calling it lazy journalism. Elsewhere in the court case, former Sunday Mirror journalist Dan Evans, who has previously admitted hacking, claimed such practices were bog standard at the Mirror. He said he has tried to bring light to the practice, but that hacking litigation has been the bane of my life. He hit out at abusive questioning after he was asked about his intake of alcohol and drugs during his time at the Mirror.